Today we're going to take a look at Mid-City. It's right in the middle of the city, hence the name. It's very residential neighborhood, but there's some landmarks that locals love around here. But more than anything, it's just a great neighborhood to live in. It was really hard hit by Hurricane Katrina, so you'll see a lot of renovation in the area. I'll show you some of the highlights. The best way to get to and from Mid-City is the red Canal Street streetcar. I know, I keep saying it, every one of them. The main thing is it's a neighborhood where people live, and Mid-City is certainly no exception. But each neighborhood has sort of a different feel to it. Mid-City is very residential, and it really has a mix of old and new. A lot of times you'll see small businesses that have opened up in, what used to be a house, like this yoga studio right in the middle of the neighborhood. This interesting looking building behind me is a funeral home. And I know it's kind of strange to have a funeral home as a place of interest in a neighborhood, but this is Shane Funeral Home, and we do have a huge funeral culture in New Orleans. Funerals are a really big deal, and so this is kind of an iconic one that I think everyone's been to a funeral at Shane. I'm at the intersection of Carrollton Avenue and Canal Street, which is like the heart of Mid-City, which is the heart of the city. And then behind me is this totem, the Mid-City totem that I'll show you. Mandina's is a real favorite neighborhood restaurant that's been here for as long as I can remember. In the mid-20th century, Mid-City was a big Italian neighborhood, and so we still have a couple of remnants of that, even though it's not an Italian neighborhood anymore. And one of these is this Italian restaurant that is really, really popular in New Orleans. Angelo Bucato's is a great place for Italian gelato and pastries. It's the cannoli. On both sides of Angelo Bucato's are Latin restaurants. So it used to be an Italian neighborhood, but now it's becoming more of a Latina neighborhood. Bevy Seafood on Carrollton Avenue, where you can get boiled or live crawfish. Katie's is another very popular local restaurant. This is the Mortuary, which is a haunted house. It used to be a funeral home, and now it's a haunted house. Well, it's an escape room all year, and then around Halloween it's this really, really scary haunted house, and at Christmas time it becomes Santa's workshop. The streetcar that you take all the way to the end of Canal Street is called Cemeteries, and that's because at the end of Canal Street, on the edge of Mid-City, are all of these cemeteries. There's Catholic cemeteries, Jewish cemeteries, Protestant cemeteries, public cemeteries, private cemeteries. There's lots of cemeteries at this end of Canal Street. This is Gates of Prayer Cemetery. It is a Jewish cemetery, and so all of the tombs are coping tombs, which means they go into the ground, but they're still raised a little bit. The other main street in Mid-City is Carrollton Avenue, and it's really gorgeous with these beautiful live oaks. The streetcar that you take to City Park is called City Park. I'm walking along City Park Avenue, which is of course right on the side of City Park. I think one of the main reasons that people want to live in Mid-City is to be near City Park.